Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, and all genders and identities, both current and yet to be established after 34 years, Friday Night Live is back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ben Elton. My pronouns are he and him. My adjectives are old, balding, and very slightly crapping myself. And as I say, we are back with 90 minutes of high-octane, full-throttle live comedy entertainment celebrating the brilliant Channel 4's 40th birthday. Because in these grim and difficult days, there couldn't be a better time to spread love and laughter live across the nation. But while we're doing that, please spare a thought for poor Liz Truss, who resigned yesterday, thus putting a merciful end to the most pointlessly destructive, eye-wateringly expensive, ego-driven car crash of a delusional vanity project since Simon Cowell had his facelift. Could things get any crazier? People say to me, "Oh, Ben, aren't you lucky? What a great time to be doing a little bit of politics. You can really get stuck into this lot." And I say, you try it, mate. I'm trying to hit a moving target. How am I supposed to write a decent satirical routine when I don't even know which randomly interchangeable, no-talent, lying, gutless dickwit I'm going to be slagging off at the point we go on air? I mean, back in the day, I used to have a go at Mrs. Thatch. But credit where credit's due, at least you knew she'd still be in power at the end of the programme. How did it happen? How did this great nation end up in such a monumental catastrophe? Well, we all know how it happened, don't we? And we still can't actually believe it. It was the Conservative Party. It is literally their fault. Not Tory voters, no, but Tory party members. A packed golf club bar full of pissed-up stockbrokers and crazy horsey ladies who make Nigel Farage and Katie Hopkins look sane and tolerant put Liz Truss in charge. And we will not forgive or forget. You know that old gag? You shag one sheep and you never live it down. Well, surely the joke should now be changed to you make one deranged idiot with all the personal empathy of a suicide drone Prime Minister and you will never live it down. Anyway, and now we need a new Prime Minister. And believe it or not, we are literally going to ask the same bunch of batshit bozos who chose the last one. They are now talking about bringing back Johnson. Einstein defined insanity as repeating the same mistake and expecting a different result. Have we learnt nothing? This is a man who has proved himself to be motivated exclusively by venal greed and self-interest. A man of such overweening vanity, for him, masturbation would be an act of fidelity. To say Boris Johnson lacks a moral compass is like saying the Flat Earth Society lacks an actual compass. People say, but no, Ben. No, Ben, don't forget. He got Brexit done. He didn't, and it isn't. He pretended to get it done by making an unbreakable deal which he knew he would immediately have to break. He couldn't just get it done because Brexit was a divorce, and divorce is never simple. Blimey, he's dumped enough baby mamas in his time, you'd think he'd have worked that out, wouldn't you? He was going to take back control, weren't they? They were going to take back control for the sunlit uplands. That's where Britain was going, back in control. That's going well, isn't it? Global Britain in charge of its own destiny. Currently, the only global thing about us is that the entire world's pissing itself laughing. In fact, that's probably what Truss meant when she talked about the trickle-down effect. Quite frankly, this entire shit show has achieved the impossible here on Friday Night Live, ladies and gentlemen. I never thought it could happen, but it has. It's made me miss Mrs. Thatch. I'm serious. I miss her. I loathe pretty much everything she ever said or did, but I respected her. She had principles, she believed in something, and she stuck with it. Now the party that she once led adopts more contradictory, embarrassing and impossible positions than a tantric sex therapist. They're like those little contortionists you used to see in Cirque du Soleil who can bend so far backwards they can actually shag themselves. Except in this case, it's us and the country that's getting shagged. Mrs. Thatcher must be spinning in her grave. Now, I know what some of you started doing. I know what's happening out there in TV land. You started tweeting, haven't you? I know what's happening. They have, haven't they? Yeah, they have. Oh, yes, we're already getting them coming in. All the tweets. Why is Ben slagging off only the Tories? Where's the Balance Channel for? Why isn't he having a go at Labour too? Well, I'm sorry, you silly tweeters, but this attitude shows a basic misunderstanding of the job of satire, which is to speak truth to power. The Tories are in government, which they have been in power for 12 years. If you want me to slag off Labour, the answer's very simple. All you have to do is vote them into power and I'll have a happy to have a pop. In the meantime...